Guys, it's nice to have you here in the studio. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
Appreciate you coming by this morning. First of all, George, let's talk a little bit about the band. We've all heard about the Northwest Guilford High School Band and how widely they compete. What's the story this year? How's the band doing?
Well, so far we've been in one major contest, and they won first place band in their class, first place overall band of the day, and first place drumline. The band does compete widely. We've been in local contests, state contests, and far away as the DeSoto contest in Florida. The MBA, Marching Bands of America, has regional and Grand National Championships. We've appeared in that the last 3 years. Placed third in the regionals last year. Got beat by 1/10 of a point. And North Carolina band, Rocky Mount, won both of those contests. They're the Grand National Champions. So marching bands in North Carolina is only up.
Well, it sounds like that the Northwest band attention and as much support from the parents as some football and baseball programs and some other schools around the area. Edward, what about the responsibilities and the pressures of leading a band, first of all, with the reputation that Northwest has?
Probably the most major responsibility is to always be punctual, reliable, support the director in this program 100%. The most difficult pressure is probably just to always set a good example.
George, where does, obviously it costs some money to have the band transported around to these various competitions, and they've done so well and participated in so many competitions. Obviously you must have a great deal of support. Where does the money come from to support the band?
Primarily the money comes from the parents. In 1978 they started a band booster club. That's what our red jacket's all about. And we have year-round programs. We have pizza sales. We sell pizza kits every month to raise funds. We have our own contest. And currently we're raffling off a 1984 Mazda pickup truck. And we sell cheese and sausage at Christmas. In our travels, we have found that some of the better bands, for instance, Rocky Mount, has Hardee's corporate sponsors. So we're in the process of looking for something like that.
Well, I guess that would be a big help. But you know, you talked about this jacket here. I've seen about 10,000 of these jackets around the area. Exactly how big is this band that you guys have up there? How many members do you have in it?
Approximately there's 141 students at this time. That represents 127 families. And we're proud to say that about 94 families are members of the Band Booster Club and support it.
Well, that's outstanding. Now, I know that there's going to be a band festival at Northwest this coming Saturday. Let's talk for a couple minutes about the competition or the festival itself and that sort of thing.
Well, the contest will start at 1 o'clock, and the awards will be presented at about 7 p.m. This year there are 14 bands, all of them North Carolina bands for the first time, and I believe there's 6 Guilford County bands. There'll be 3 different classes of bands according to the size of the band and the instruments and the number of horns and all this. We will have food, a lot of food. This is one of the main projects that we do during the year to raise money for the band.
So we would invite the general public to come out to this festival this weekend, because it's going to be very important to the Band Boosters Club and to the band. They'll get an opportunity to hear what kind of quality bands that we have in the area. Are those guys from Rocky Mount going to be here?
No, I wish they could.
Well, good. Maybe we'll have the folks from Northwest Guilford coming out on top then. Let's talk about some of the specifics if we could. What time does it get underway, and where do people need to be?
Well, it starts at 1 p.m. there at the Northwest Complex. It's going to take both the junior and senior high school. You can imagine all the trailway buses coming in.
I can imagine. We've got to find the specifics of how it's going to be run and that sort of thing this weekend. I guess another thing you could say is just follow the music out there after 1 o'clock and you'll know exactly what's going on. We want to thank George and Edward for coming out this morning and wish you best of luck this weekend. And I know you've got this framed photograph here of the band. We want to take a look at that right quick.
This is the 1983-84 band. Holly Hill, who was on your program last year, was the drum major. We'd like to present that to the TV station. You've backed us and supported us so many times and allowed us to come on and talk about our festival. And we would just like to give that to you in our appreciation. Well,
we thank you very much for bringing that out this morning. We do appreciate that, and we try to do all that we can do because we know that the parents and the band boosters of Northwest Guilford's band are doing a great job. We just try to do our part. Thanks again for coming out, and best of luck to you this weekend. Appreciate it. It's 11 minutes now before 7 o'clock. Kim?